Good evening, East Texas. A quick look at First Alert Live Doppler radar showing no green on the screen. No rain to talk about this evening, but you see that cloud cover steadily spilling in over the area. And if we zoom on out, you can see the upper level disturbance that will bring us rain tomorrow is already developing scattered showers across West Texas, even some portions of the Panhandle near Lubbock. So we do have some rain on the way. Thankfully, it's liquid for the first round, but then things get a little bit more complicated as we get toward Thursday. We got the cloud cover across portions of East Texas, and winds are either blowing from around 5 to 8 miles per hour, calmer in other spots, and that's leading to, again, variance of temperatures across the area. 52 for Tyler, but 44 in Longview, 39 in Marshall, one of our typical cool spots, also sitting at 48 in Lufkin. We'll be closer to the same page tomorrow morning, likely waking up in the lower to middle 40s for most East Texans. Let's take a look at futurecast, though, because we do know that that upper level disturbance will bring the chance for some showers and even a couple thunder showers throughout the day. The morning will start out pretty dry, some sprinkles here and there, a few light brief showers, especially starting out in our farther western and southwestern zones. Coverage will then increase as we get into and then beyond the lunchtime hour. Best chance for rain, though, will be south of I-20. It's not going to be bone dry once you get into that I-20, I-30 corridor, but you're not going to get nearly as much as folks down in deep East Texas. These on and off periods of some more moderate to heavy rainfall will continue in toward Monday night, but then once we get into Tuesday, the overall coverage for those scattered showers remains kind of low, unfortunately. Most of Wednesday, or at least the first half of it's looking to start off on a dry note, but as we know, the second half of Wednesday, especially Wednesday night, those rain chances will begin to ramp up ahead of that next strong cold front that will begin to move into the area. So again, another look at your 3-day forecast in the afternoon. Tyler, Longview will be sitting around 63. Lufkin, Knack, you'll be sitting around 65. Thanks to the drier conditions and the southeast winds blowing around 8 to 12 miles per hour, we'll be allowed to warm back into the upper 60s to near 70 degrees, maybe even just slightly warmer on Wednesday ahead of that cold front. But that's when things really start to cool down, especially in toward Thursday afternoon and Friday morning. So another look here with our longer range futurecast to give you a very important look at what can begin to develop across the area. When you're down in deep East Texas, you're not going to really see the kind of impacts that northern zones are going to see. But if you have any doctor's appointments or whatever, northern and northwestern zones across East Texas, you're going to start to see those impacts. You might want to try and call ahead and see other options for appointments. Thursday, of course, getting into the afternoon, the last of that rainfall and the sleet and the snow will begin to transition away. And of course, Friday, while we won't see anything falling over the skies, things will likely remain below freezing for western zones. Eastern areas at best will be climbing into the middle 30s for a few hours. And another reason why we're not just seeing a bunch of snow falling across the area, remember, we're going to be in the 60s ahead of this system. And on a typical day, a lot of the air above and at the surface is above freezing. So all that rain is falling, it's staying in liquid form. But of course, with this cold air that's moving in, it is still actually quite shallow. It's just very cold. So we're actually going to see it melt and then refreeze back down in the freezing rain and sleet as the system begins to move through, especially on Thursday morning. And just as that air starts to thicken up but still remains quite cold, we might see a brief transition to snow, but overall impacts are going to be ice, not snow. So it's going to be kind of a nasty conditions across the roads on your Thursday. Even with things being treated, you really want to make sure that you're being careful out there. Another look at your 7-day forecast, of course, 60s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. A big cool down Thursday and staying quite cold with hard freezes Friday and Saturday morning in this. So you'll really want to make sure that y'all are planning on bringing in the pets, got somewhere warm for them, and making sure those outdoor pipes are well wrapped and prepared.
Thank you so much, Cody.
You're welcome.